So things were fine in your marriage. You were good, so you thought. But then you found some credit card statements. Is that the first indication that something was wrong?
Now we know her name, and it ain't a shocker. It's looking like Lala Anthony's caught right in the middle of this mess. The streets are talking, and the whispers are loud. This Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz scandal just took a wild turn. Word is, a private tape just leaked, and it allegedly shows Swizz and Lala getting way too cozy behind Alicia's back. When Alicia found out, insiders say she completely lost it. Like, years of holding it all in finally exploded. We're talking screaming, crying, the whole emotional breakdown. And guess what? Both Lala and Swizz were right in the center of it. Karma might just be clocking in, because folks are saying this ain't exactly new.
So things were fine in your marriage. You were good, so you thought. But then you found some credit card statements. Is that the first indication that something was wrong?
That's a true statement, but that wasn't the first, no.
Okay, how do you know when what made you know that something was wrong? Credit card statements and
I will say I did, that's true.
Here's where it gets even messier. Rumors about Swizz and Lala have been floating around for years. And now, this leaked tape might be the cold, hard proof that Alicia's been brushing off all along. Some sources claim this wasn't just some one-time slip-up either. This affair's allegedly been bubbling under the surface while Alicia's been out here playing the picture-perfect wife. So now everyone's asking, what's really on that tape? How long has this been going down? And most importantly, is Alicia finally ready to pull the plug on this marriage? Hit that subscribe button for Juicy Reel, 'cause this drama, it's just getting started. There's levels to these secrets, and baby, it's time to break it all down. So, here's the thing. As wild as this cheating scandal sounds, a lot of people ain't even surprised. Let's be real for a sec. Swizz Beatz has a track record that speaks louder than words. Folks been saying it for years. If he cheated to get with you, he'll cheat on you. And that saying, it's hitting way too close right now. But what's got everybody shook this time ain't just the cheating, it's who he's allegedly been creeping with. Word on the street is this ain't some random mystery woman. Nope. Swizzy's been messing around with Lala Anthony, and this ain't brand new tea either. Insiders now claim this affair's been cooking for at least 3 years, maybe even longer. And somehow they kept it quiet all this time? Well, not anymore, because fans are losing it after hearing about a leaked recording that allegedly caught Swizz and Lala in a situation that leaves very little room for innocent excuses. Like, what were they even thinking? Now people are piecing things together, and they're wondering if this picture-perfect marriage of Alicia's was just a pretty lie crumbling behind closed doors all along. And it gets messier, because now the streets are saying Lala might have started creeping with Swizz while pretending to be friends with Alicia. The betrayal. This scandal's on another level.
Matched up with the tour that Alicia Keys was on. And you were like, But you didn't suspect anything was going on between them prior to that.
Nope.
So it was a complete shock.
Totally shocked.
And then you didn't think it was over, though, when that happened. You thought perhaps we can still work this out. We're married.
I didn't think it was as serious as it was.
Right.
So how'd you find out it was serious?
Because things went left a lot.
Subscribe to Juicy Reel, 'cause you don't want to miss what's coming next. So get this. Lala was allegedly messing with Swizz while she was still married to Carmelo Anthony. And according to folks close to the chaos, this secret affair might have played a huge part in why her marriage with Melo crumbled in the first place. Now, to keep it real, ain't nobody out here painting Carmelo as some saint. His cheating ways were no secret, especially with all the scandals and rumors about him fathering kids outside the marriage. But here's the real gag. While the spotlight was on Melo and everyone was calling him out, turns out Lala might have been out here getting tangled up in her own drama with Swizz. Wild, right? Melo had her out here looking all kinds of foolish, and through it all, she stood by him, defended him even. She once said, I wouldn't be with someone if he was cheating on me. There's no part of me that's okay with that. Now, I don't go looking for things, but if I was to find out, I would deal with it. But I trust my husband. But that trust, it got stomped on. Carmelo's cheating didn't stay whispers. They became facts. And from the outside, it's looking like Lala eventually snapped and said, bet. Word is, she started getting her own revenge with affairs
we
of her
hang out
own.
with each other. We go to dinner together. Our family is one big, beautiful family. We're doing Thanksgiving. We're doing the holidays. We'll do a birthday celebration together. It is a beautiful partnership. I'm very, very proud of that. It's a real thing and it's possible.
I couldn't go see him at his dad's, and why can't his dad come over and see his bedroom at our house? It was really a wake-up call. Even if we don't want to for ourselves right now, we have to do it for him because he doesn't deserve this. She came and it was such a successful moment for all of us. And after the actual party ended, we just sat there and for the first time, enjoyed one another. And looking at Kasim's face and how happy he was in that moment was my moment of, okay, this is right. We're doing the right thing.
And yes, that allegedly included Swizz Beatz. Once Mello caught wind of it, he reportedly lost it. Crazy part? He was the one out here dishing it out, but couldn't handle it when the tables turned. That's when things really started falling apart in their marriage. And trust, it gets even messier. Because this whole affair, it didn't come out of nowhere. It had roots. And they go way deeper than anyone thought. Make sure you're locked in with Juicy Reel, cause this story's far from over. This whole mess actually started bubbling back in 2021. Yep, that far back. Radio host Ms. Jones was the first to spill, claiming someone from Swizz's own camp snitched and aired him out over a secret relationship with Lala. And get this, once Lala filed for divorce from Carmelo, she allegedly expected Swizz to return the favor by leaving Alicia.
For me, I had to get over a bunch of stuff in my own life before I can face Swizz and Alicia head on. And then you also have to keep in mind the bigger picture, which is your child. I had to set my ego straight, really start being more empathetic to other people and their feelings, listening more to other people. Everything wasn't about me anymore. And you just have to get to that place of harmony and peace with yourself before you can blend. Before you can be in any healthy relationship.
But Swizz, he wasn't trying to blow up his home for anybody. Soon as the whispers got loud, Swizz jumped straight into defense mode, swearing up and down that he and Lala were just friends and there was nothing shady going on. He even went online, writing some cryptic mess like ZI knock at the F, whatever that means. And when the rumors still didn't chill, he posted a screenshot of Alicia's song Lala and captioned it, "This is the only Lala I'm rocking." Like, seriously? He even told folks to go stream Alicia Keys' album. Talk about redirecting the drama. But behind the scenes, sources say Alicia believed him at first. Swizz reportedly swore over and over there was nothing going on between him and Lala, and Alicia stood by that. But now, that loyalty might have hit its limit. Word is, just a few days ago, she allegedly came across some hardcore evidence, something that left zero room for doubt. And ever since then, she's been going off behind closed doors. Even though they just celebrated their anniversary, insiders say the vibe at home is straight up explosive. Alicia's not brushing this one under the rug. She's heated and it's showing. The wildest part? This ain't even brand new tea. Blind Item's been dropping hints for years. One from all the way back in 2021 basically laid it all out. Don't believe the hype. All those letters at the end of the alphabet.
On this back. Not around with Swizz and not breaking up happy homes. Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and them's house to work on the music with him, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house. And then she moved in. while she was cool with the wife. It's plotting to steal her husband to cover up the fact that she's a dyke and she had just got caught beating that girlfriend of hers up down there in Aruba somewhere or something like that.
Stay locked in with Juicy Real, cause this drama's getting way too real. Loving producer, talented writer, iconic rapper, yeah. But according to these blind items, he's also a quiet cheater. The word is, he keeps all his dirt super low-key, never messing with anyone too public. Cause the one time he did, it got out of control, and he ended up marrying her just to clean up the mess. Another blind item dropped even more heat, saying that this former A-list singer, now sitting comfortably at an A-, has been real busy with her new TV gig. Meanwhile, her husband? He's been enjoying the distraction, cheating with one of his so-called proteges, somebody he thinks is gonna be the next big thing. Messy don't even begin to describe it. But here's where it hits hard. Alicia and Lala weren't just Hollywood acquaintances. They were real close friends for years. So if this affair is real, it's not just betrayal, it's a double cross to the heart. Fans are hurt for Alicia, but let's be honest, some people say this might just be karma doing its rounds. Remember, Alicia got with Swizz while he was still married to his ex-wife, Mashanda. People still say, you lose 'em how you got 'em. And when Mashanda tried to come to Alicia like a woman, Alicia allegedly brushed her off like it meant nothing. But then Jaguar Wright jumped in and dropped a bombshell, saying Alicia was living under Mashanda and Swizz's roof, pretending she was just there for music, while secretly sneaking around with him. And get this, Swizz and Mashanda were still legally married at the time. Mashanda wasn't gonna let it slide either. She clapped back loud with a whole open letter, calling Alicia out for trying to play house with her husband and dressing it up like some fairy tale. This drama? It's been simmering for years, and now it's boiling over. Hit that Juicy Real subscribe before the next chapter drops. You don't want to miss what's next. Mashanda didn't hold back, not even a little. She revealed that she went straight to Alicia, face to face, woman to woman, and told her the real deal. We're still married, still living together, and we just had a baby. But according to Mashanda, Alicia acted like she couldn't care less. She was sitting there, calmly writing in her diary like, if I was your woman. The disrespect was unreal. In her now infamous open letter, Mashanda dropped receipts. She said, in the messages that I sent to her, I made it very clear that, contrary to what she might be hearing, I'm still married to my husband, living with him, and just had a child. And here's the kicker. It's been 2 years, and Alicia never responded. Not a word. What did Mashanda get instead? Public displays of what she called selfishness and total disregard for her and her son. She said she wanted to believe in Alicia's innocence, until she realized the woman might have been sleeping with her husband the whole time. Both Alicia and Swizz denied it for months, until they couldn't anymore. The truth eventually came out.
Not around with Swizz and not breaking up happy homes. Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and them's house to work on the music with him, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house. And then she moved in while she was cool with the wife. It's plotting to steal her husband to cover up the fact that she's a dyke and she had just got caught beating that girlfriend of hers up down there in Aruba somewhere or something like that. Yeah, 'cause she used to run down to the islands, take a little down there. And then when she ain't go right, she smack him up. She a whole fucking dude. She's a real dyke. Just like Swizz is a real diddy do wabba. Like, I'm not understanding.
They had a whole interview all together, the wife or the Alicia.
But what stings the most? Mashanda says she directly asked Alicia to step back, to let her fix her marriage. Alicia didn't listen. She stayed involved. In that same open letter, Mashanda wrote, "You know the role you played and how you contributed to the end of my marriage. You know I asked you to step back and let me handle my family problems that you helped create. And the wildest part? Even after Mashanda publicly laid it all out, down to the exact details, Alicia stayed silent. No denial, no apology, just silence. Don't sleep on this story. Tap into Juicy Reel cause the truth just keeps spilling. Alicia kept telling everybody the same story. She and Swizz didn't get together until after he and Mashanda were officially separated. She stood on that in interviews, brushed it off like folks were just confused about the timeline. She made it sound like her relationship with Swizz was all about love, not betrayal. But the thing is, the receipts were out there, and the math? It never mathed. Now here's where it gets real ironic. The same way Lala allegedly pushed Swizz to leave Alicia so they could go public, people close to the situation say Alicia did the exact same thing back in the day. When Swizz was still with Mashanda, Alicia allegedly wanted that man out in the open, and she didn't stop until she got him. Insiders claim Alicia was the one constantly pushing him to break it off with Mashanda, even while Mashanda was still raising their newborn son and trying to keep the family together. Eventually, Swizz did leave Mashanda, and now, all these years later, it's feeling like karma came full circle, like a boomerang straight to the past. And honestly, a lot of fans ain't in a rush to feel sorry for Alicia. They remember how messy things were when she got with Swizz, and how dirty Mashanda was treated. But here's the wildest part. Taking her man wasn't enough. According to reports, Alicia allegedly tried to take her son too. Word on the street is she was pushing to get full custody of Swizz and Mashanda's son, Kasim Jr. Like, what? Right in the thick of all that chaos, it wasn't just some messy love triangle. Nah, this was a full-blown takeover. And the way Alicia allegedly inserted herself into parenting decisions that should have only involved Mashanda and Swizz, that just poured more gas on the fire. To a lot of people watching, it didn't look like Alicia was trying to build a new family. It looked like she was trying to erase the one that was already there. The custody battle got so heated that Mashanda was eventually forced to make peace with Alicia for the sake of her son. She saw how all the back and forth was messing with her child emotionally, and she did what a real parent does, put her pride aside and made the adult decision. Even if that meant co-parenting with the very woman who played a role in the breakdown of her marriage. But let's keep it real. Fans haven't forgotten how that so-called peace came about. A lot of folks believe Alicia used that child as leverage, pressuring Mashanda to accept her as the new wife and stepmom. It didn't feel like a fairy tale blended family. It felt like Mashanda was cornered. Eventually, she accepted her reality and tried to move forward for her son's well-being. Over the years, Alicia, Swizz, and Mashanda even made a few public appearances together, trying to prove to the world that the drama was dead and buried. One of the most talked about moments, that ABC interview where they all sat down and spoke about co-parenting and healing as a unit. They said they moved past the drama by putting the child first. But here's the thing. When it was all said and done, the one who got cheated on was the one who had to step up, keep it together, and fix the wreck they left behind. Stick with Juicy Reel, 'cause this ain't just drama, it's deep. It really is wild. While people were out here praising Mashanda for taking the high road and being the bigger person, Alicia, behind the scenes, was reportedly fuming. That's when she kicked off a full-blown damage control campaign. Carefully planned interviews, staged family photo ops, all to rewrite the narrative. Alicia started pushing this picture-perfect blended family image hard, trying to erase the homewrecker label and rebrand herself as Swizz's calm, spiritual bonus mom. But fans weren't buying it for a second. And now, With Swizz allegedly treating her the same way he treated Mashanda, it's given full-on karma. People are saying Alicia shouldn't even be surprised. Swizz has never been good at keeping it together when it comes to women, especially behind closed doors. He didn't just cheat on Mashanda with Alicia, he had a whole track record before that. And yet Alicia thought she was gonna be the one to change him. Girl, please. Oh, you fancy, huh? Let's take it back to 2000. While Mashanda was pregnant with what was supposed to be their first child together, Swizz was already out here wildin'. He was creepin' with a woman named Nicole Levy. But wait, it gets even grimer. He didn't just cheat. He got Nicole pregnant at the same time Mashanda was carrying his other baby. 2 women, pregnant at once, both thinking they were building a future with the same man. Can you even imagine the betrayal? So while Mashanda was planning a family and prepping for motherhood, she was also dealing with the gut punch of knowing her man had another baby on the way with somebody else. Swizz was already out here double timing, and Alicia really thought she'd be different? According to reports, the stress and heartbreak from everything Mashanda went through caused serious complications during her pregnancy. And tragically, the baby was stillborn. It was a devastating loss. And despite it all, Mashanda still forgave Swizz. They got married in 2004, hoping for a fresh start, a clean slate. But instead of settling down, Swizz took messy to a whole new level. While he was allegedly creeping with Alicia Keys around 2007 or 2008, guess what? He was also spotted with another woman, Janice Sebastian. Yep, another side situation. And just like clockwork, history repeated itself. Janice ended up pregnant too, and gave birth to his daughter, Nicole. So it wasn't just Mashanda he was betraying, Swizz was double-timing Janice and Alicia at the same time. And the craziest part? Alicia didn't even flinch. She stood 10 toes down in the mess, like none of it mattered. She rode hard for Swizz, even as the drama piled up around them. And don't even get started on the other countless rumored affairs he's had over the years. Alicia knew exactly who she was marrying, but sadly, it looks like nothing's changed, not the way she hoped. Now, the tables have turned. The woman who once built her love story off the ashes of Mashanda's marriage is now facing the same betrayal from someone she once called a friend. It's messy, it's brutal, and honestly, it's kind of poetic, a full circle moment in the harshest way. Now with rumors flying about explosive evidence, leaked recordings, and Alicia allegedly going off behind closed doors, if those tapes are even half as wild as the whispers, then this Hood Diary is about to turn into a straight-up movie. Stay tuned and subscribe to Juicy Reel, 'cause the tea's boiling and it's about to spill everywhere.